Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. All eyes are on Tropical Storm Igor, a follow-up on yesterday's murder on St. Croix, a married couple escapes with their lives near Carambola, and the conclusion of an interview with community activist Shelley Moorhead. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8.
News Channel 8 is sponsored by AT&T. Centennial is joining AT&T for greater coverage, more innovation, and better service.
And in our top story tonight, all eyes are on Tropical Storm Igor, which is developing in the Atlantic at this time. The two storms we were watching yesterday, tropical storms or tropical disturbances 2, have now developed into Tropical Storm Igor, carrying with it winds of approximately 50 miles per hour. The storm is moving at about 8 miles per hour and is presently located at 13.8 north, 26.6 west. And it is expected to become a Category 1 hurricane by Saturday at 8 a.m. in the morning, where it will be located at that time at 15.5 north, 36.5 west. By Monday, Tropical Storm Igor will have developed into a Category 2 hurricane. Now, all projected models have Hurricane Igor heading towards the northwest, passing our area. But because of its position now, and because of unseen circumstances, the storm could change its direction. So we do want to be prepared for that. By Monday, when it becomes a Category 2 hurricane, it will be located about 1,200 miles off the coast of St. Croix. So be prepared for that. And in other news, police investigation continues to probe yesterday's murder and quick arrest. News Channel 8's Wes Small has that story and a story involving a married couple near the North Shore.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Yesterday's murder was the territory's 51st. That, if you're going by the daily news statistics, with 3 vehicular homicides, if we have 6 more, we'll break our murder record that we set just last year. According to the VIPD and Melody Rames, she says 22 on this island, 27 on St. Thomas. That would put it at 49. Nonetheless, we're just a few numbers away from breaking our record that we did set last year. The victim, 39 years old. Most of the island already knows who he is and his nickname, but I was just on the phone with Melody Rames as she's going through last-minute investigative procedures. Next to kin or whatever, they have not officially released the name. Perhaps by the time this airs tonight, we'll have it for you. But he was a 39-year-old black male from the Princess area. We don't know whether or not he was the victim of robbery, but detectives and investigators are moving rapidly in this case. The culprit, the suspect, Hector Mercado, no stranger to the criminal system and the media. It was March 15th of 2009 that he was involved in a string of robberies across St. Croix. 2009, he was involved with a black shotgun as he stole a gold necklace. 2008, gun charges in December. We want to move along and take you to the Carambola area. That's where we have a married couple, right? They were driving south near Carambola. That's when they passed a black pickup truck parked on the side of the road. Now, the pickup truck came onto the roadway, passed the married couple, almost hit a pedestrian, and then it collided with and sideswiped a red sports utility vehicle, also going south. And it passed the couple as well. Well, the Good Samaritan couple pulled up because they spotted that same vehicle, the hit-and-run vehicle. They pulled up to the driver and they told the man, hey, go back there and fess up what you just did. That driver, 22-year-old Kashawn Lopez from Upper Love, trying to get his picture for you, he wasn't too happy about that because he allegedly said, okay, I'll follow you for a little while. Then he pulled out his chrome pistol and fired 2 shots at the do-good couple there. Then the married couple came into Christiansted, we believe right behind me here, and reported this crime, these gunshots, to the police authorities at 417. They took the license plate, and that's how they got Kashawn Lopez, because at 4:39, 22 minutes after that report, Kashawn was in handcuffs. 22-year-old Kashawn Lopez's bail was denied by Judge Gallivan. And by the way, he had no firearm license. So now you're caught up on yesterday's homicide and the arrest of that suspect. Don't forget, we're still looking for Edwin Encarnacion for the murder of 45-year-old Jorge Parisia. He's still on the loose. And you're also caught up on what happened with the young couple in Carambola. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And staying with violence on St. Thomas, a man was beaten over the weekend severely in the Friedenhoy area. 2 men are in custody from the BVIs. News Channel 8's Lee Carl files this report.
This is the Friedenhoy ballpark. I've been out here before. A couple of other killings have taken place, as a matter of fact, and the people cleaned up the area to get the druggies out of this area. But it's still one of those areas where there's terrible situations that take place. On the southern end of this area, this ballpark, 3 guys beat another man with a baseball bat and a 2x4 with a nail. Don't know the reasons. Maybe it was a drug deal. We don't know. 2 of them wound up in Tortola, illegally entering there, and the other one's still at large. But the young man, unidentified at this time, but he's about in his 40s, I believe, he is at the hospital in critical condition. Head trauma, according to the police reports and the hospital reports, head trauma and very, very bad condition. A later report comes to us from the British Virgin Islands. ZBBI's Dwight Pickering, better known as the group governor, a good friend of mine. I asked him if he'd fill us in on what information he has from the Royal Virgin Islands Police. Apparently they've apprehended the 2 and given the names. Here's Dwight.
Yes, Lee. According to our Police Information Office, the officers of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force apprehended 2 residents of St. Thomas wanted in connection with an attempted murder committed in that territory as they were attempting to board a flight heading to St. Lucia at the TB Lettsome Airport. Cordelius Moncherry, 26, and his brother, Gaius Moncherry, 24 years, both natives of St. Lucia, were arrested at the airport terminal as they awaited their flight. Both men were subsequently charged with separate counts of illegal entry into the territory. The 2 men are suspects in an attempted murder incident which took place on Sunday in St. Thomas. The victim in that incident remains in critical condition. The men were scheduled to appear before the magistrate's court today.
In St. Thomas at the Friedenhoy ballpark, Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. And it's Wednesday, time for your Crime Stoppers report. Here's Wes Small.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. It is Wednesday. Time to do Crime Stoppers as we start on the island of St. Croix. This one's going to hit me pretty hard and deep. I'm here right behind Scotia Bank. We're doing a cold case. It's my man Reds. Winston Reds Francis from Estate Profit. He was shot down here May 5th in the year 2005 around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, making his transactions here at Scotia Bank. Reds was 67 years old, and he was shot and robbed by 2 males as he was walking to his vehicle right behind me in the parking lot. Reds Francis died 2 days later. The 2 killers were armed males wearing masks and dark clothing. Please tell us what you remember from that day back in 2005. The minimum reward for an arrest is $1,250. All right, let's take it to St. John. Between August 29th, 4 p.m. and September 1st at 9:40 a.m. a van owned by Dr. Cool Air Conditioning and Refrigeration was broken into while it was parked at the Motor Vehicle Bureau lot. Stolen from that van was a Craftsman electric drill, a refrigerant recovery machine, and a vacuum pump. The minimum reward for this arrest is $700 plus 10% of the value of any property recovered. Let's take it to Rock City, St. Thomas on August 27th at 1 o'clock in the morning. Police responded to an armed burglary at Pillsbury Heights West in Smith Bay. The victim, Steve Francis, indicated he was approached by 3 armed males who attempted to rob him in his driveway. That's when a neighbor intervened, fired shots at these guys, and we do believe one of them got hit. By the way, his firearm was licensed. The minimum cash reward for getting these thugs behind bars is $900. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. And when we come back from this break, we'll take a look at your Caribbean report for tonight.